IPX8 waterproof, hybrid noise canceling, full app control with customizable touch functions, and even a mode that pushes water out of your earbuds. These are the TOZO NC9s, and they might just surprise you. Hey everyone, today's video is sponsored by TOZO. We're checking out the NC9 hybrid active noise canceling earbuds. I've been using these every day for the past week during my commute, editing sessions, even while cleaning house. And I wanted to give you a real breakdown of how they've held up, what they're great at, and how they compare to the earbuds I normally reach for, like the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro and AirPods Pro 2. When I first opened the case, the design actually felt pretty refined. The finish is matte, which I like because it doesn't get smudgy or slippery, and it just feels better to me than glossy plastic. And the earbuds themselves are very compact and shaped to sit deep in your ear. They also use silicone tips and come with a range of sizes, so you're bound to find one that fits really well. And that's really important because the better the seal with your ear, the better they're going to stay in during walks or workouts, and the better that noise cancellation is going to work. And they worked really well for me. My fit was kind of one of the larger ones, and I didn't find myself adjusting them constantly or anything. They just fit and stayed there during my workouts and long walks. Now let's talk about the active noise cancelling, because that's one of the biggest selling points here. These use a hybrid system, meaning they're using microphones both inside and outside of the ear to detect and cancel noise. I tested them in a few noisy spots, a crowded coffee shop, at home with a TV on, and near a busy street. And surprisingly, they actually basically mute all the annoying sounds that you could possibly not want to hear. And it really lets you just focus on your music or podcast or whatever you're listening to. It felt really close to what I get with my AirPods Pro. Now, not identical, but genuinely impressive for the category they're in. And if I wasn't going back and forth between the two, I really wouldn't be able to tell the difference. They also have a transparency mode, which I always appreciate because this is great when you're ordering food, crossing the street, or just talking to someone without having to take the earbuds out. It's just really nice and convenient, and the NC9s do a good job here. The voices come through clearly and don't sound robotic or overly filtered like they do on some other earbuds out there. And now for sound quality, these are surprisingly balanced. The bass has weight to it, but it doesn't overpower the vocals, and you still get good clarity in the mids and the highs, which is something that I look for when listening to podcasts and more acoustic style music. I tried them out of the box across a few genres like R&B, lo-fi, and some pop, and even some bass heavy stuff. But if you're mostly into bass heavy music, you might notice that they're not tuned for that right out of the box. You're gonna have to go into the app's equalizer settings, which let you dial in more of a punch if that's your thing, which is what I did, and then the sound was perfect, but you can change this to however you want. The app also has a bunch of other controls. You can switch between noise cancellation, transparency, wind noise reduction, and even a leisure mode. And you can also set your own level of ANC, which is really cool. My favorite feature here is the wind noise reduction. So whenever you're hearing any buffeting or anything, and that happens with the AirPods and the Galaxy Buds, you can actually go into this setting and click that, and that wind noise and buffeting completely goes away. So if you've ever felt that frustration, it's really nice to see that being a specific feature that is dealt here, and I hope that everyone else kind of catches on, because that is a feature that I really want on absolutely all earbuds out there, and these earbuds do a great job. The wind noise completely goes away. In settings, you can also toggle low latency mode, and there's even a feature to expel water from the earbuds in case you get caught in the rain or shower with them. Again, they're IPX8 waterproof, so they expect you to get them wet at some point, and neither of my AirPods nor Buds Pro are. So if you happen to jump in the pool with them, go somewhere with water, leave them in the pool for a bit or something like that, they're going to be totally fine, which is just great peace of mind. But my favorite feature in the whole app is actually the touch control customization, where you can change what every single tap or long press does on each earbud individually. And honestly, all earbuds should have this, because surprisingly most don't. And yes, this works on both Android and iOS. Now watching videos and movies is great too, because the low latency mode in settings actually works perfectly, and the audio syncs perfectly with what you're watching. So it's just nice that these just work with absolutely everything you throw at them, and I really love that. I did also take a few calls with them just to test how well the environmental noise cancellation performed, and everyone I talked to said I sounded clear even when I was walking outside near traffic. I didn't find myself repeating myself at all when using these, and so everything just works as it should. And battery life on top of this is also great. I got close to 8 hours with active noise cancelling on, and if you turn off active noise cancelling and also use the case to charge the buds when they run out, you're going to get a total of nearly 60 hours of listening time, which is just absolutely great. So you're pretty much set for the whole week without needing to charge these or for a long trip. And if you do have to charge them, they use USB-C, which is also just really nice that it uses the same cable as all your other devices. There's also a super handy display on these, which is just great to see how much battery your device has without having to, look at some silly light indicator or anything like that. You just immediately know how much it has left. So to sum up, we get a pair of earbuds with nearly 60 hours of battery life, an IPX8 waterproof rating, hybrid noise canceling, and full control from the app of these earbuds with touch functions, and even a feature that pushes water out of the earbuds. The TOZO NC9s are just a fantastic product for the price, and I urge you to check out the description down below where you'll find a link to the TOZO NC9s. I again want to thank TOZO for sponsoring this video. I also want to mention that TOZO had no say into what I said in this video. And as always, thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye. TOZO, just for good sound.